Hi and welcome to another video from Max Rev. Here is Matt's 981 GTS in Carmine Red. Let's fire her up. You're trying to get us kicked out? Right, hi there, welcome to another video from Max Revs in a Cayman 981 GTS, a lovely spec car. Matt's the owner. He's agreed to share his car with us on this channel. Thank you very much, Matt. This is an awesome car. One thing we just spoke about, I always thought the Cayman GTS had everything spec'd on it. You didn't have to spec that much. This car's got £20,000 worth of options, so this is an amazing car. Yeah, maybe tell us a bit more about your car. Is this your first Porsche or your first Cayman, or what did you have before this, out of interest?
Yeah, first Porsche. I mean, I've wanted a Cayman for a long time. Yeah, before this I had an Audi RS3. Okay. So yeah, always been into my hot hatches, so to speak. But yeah, when we had to change around, the wife got a bigger car. I thought it was time to get a sports car. You
didn't think about like 911s or anything like that? You kind of went straight for the Cayman?
I think I've always liked the proportions, the size, the mid-engine. Yeah, it's always been a favourite of mine. I think I actually prefer over the 911, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the new 992 and it's just a bit too sort of big for me. But one thing I love about this car is that I love GT4s, but you get so much of that excitement in the cockpit here.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, the GT4s are way out. To be honest, they're out of my price point. But this interior is a really special interior.
Yeah, no, it's very nice. I suppose the main difference is, yeah, I've got the PDK, no manual gearbox, but yeah, and probably the ride height as well. I think the GT4s are that bit lower.
Yes.
Whereas, yeah, practically this one's probably a bit easier from a day-to-day point of view.
This being PDK, something that you kind of mentioned to me is that, I mean, I've never driven a Porsche PDK before, but you said that when you actually put it into sport mode, that it's not always shifting up too early. It does let you kind of get to the high revs.
Yeah, so in normal driving mode, it's pretty docile. It doesn't really shift at all. So you generally want to have it in sport. But yeah, Sport Plus is when it, yeah, that's when the gloves come off, really.
You know what? I think this is probably the most number of buttons I've seen on a Cayman. You've got the lot here.
Yeah, exactly.
Look
yeah.
at that.
Yeah, try and keep your eyes on the road.
It's only 3 buttons that haven't been filled in on that plate.
Yeah, not too sure what they were for. Bit of future-proof in there, but yeah, once we get out on the open road, we'll give the Sport Plus a.
One thing I've noticed, the climate control looks a bit different here on the screen.
Yeah, so it's got the dual zone, which is yeah, obviously another optional extra, but yeah, it's something that I wanted really, so I was quite keen to get in the car.
I do like the finishing, because I think you said to me, yeah, we'll get you some pictures of this on the outside in a minute, yeah. But the interior here, that was an option as well, to get the kind of carbon fibre.
So it's got the Gts Interior Pack and the GTS Exterior Gloss Pack as well, so yeah, plenty of packs added on this one.
And it's Carmine Red. I do love that colour.
Yeah, I think I prefer it over the Guards Red. It's just a little bit sort of a bit more mature, a bit more sophisticated than the Guards Red. Not quite as bright, but yeah, very nice.
And how many miles have you put on the car since you've owned it?
So I've had it just come up to a year anniversary. So yeah, I've done about 4,500 miles in a year. So yeah, now it's not my daily drive anymore. Those miles are going to reduce massively.
And how would you say it compared to the Audi RS3? Because I guess there's similar proportions on the outside, but in terms of driving dynamics, the feel, how it makes you feel? Yeah,
the main thing for me with any car is character. You kind of got to build a bit of rapport and a bit of relationship with the car. I know that might sound a bit sad, but
no.
For me it's all about the quirkiness, which, yeah, this one's a little, you know, it's a bit bumpy around and stuff like that, but it does have so much more feel than the RS3. That was a bit wallowy in the corners, whereas you get so much more feedback with this. Yeah, don't get me wrong, the RS3 was a great car. Straight line speed, probably outdo this, but yeah, it's just something about the feel, going around the corner, actually going in the direction you point it.
I think a lot of people on this channel get that. That's the whole reason we get Caymans. It's not about the top end power. It's not about the spec sheet. It's about the entire package and how it makes you feel. Yeah. I mean, even being here in this car after being in the 718s recently, it's nice to actually hear that 3.4 litre block. It's a completely different sound on the inside, because even the new the 4-cylinder block in the GT4, they've done something with the ducting of the noise. This is more of an authentic engine noise, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
It's well, I mean, nice. We haven't even done the high revs yet.
No, we're still warming up at the moment, aren't we? Yeah.
There we go.
Sport Plus just tightens everything up. You do actually get a bit of an engine or an exhaust note change, but you will notice the big change is yeah, it's when it changes gear, it literally flings you back in your seat. It's quite an aggressive gear change. And it literally will not change gear until you bang it off the red line. And that's in an automatic, which is yeah, it's pretty bonkers really.
Something we were just talking about pricing. We were checking up on Auto Trader the pricing of 981 GTS cars versus the 718 Cayman S, and we found out they've overlapped now, haven't they? So
yeah, which is more plus.
I've forgotten what that sounds like, you know. The exhaust is so quiet on the 718 GT4, whereas here you're getting that noise into the cabin.
As you say now, it's like it literally won't change gear. Set at in 4,000 revs. Even now, literally we're not allowed to change gear.
That's the benefit of PDK, because I don't think anyone can downshift as quick as that.
No. My gear changing ability isn't as good as the computer.
Exactly. And I noticed when you hit Sport Plus, the PASM turns on as well.
Yeah, you get more lights, everything goes on.
This is a really everyday car. I mean, when you can drive on roads like this, I wouldn't say the suspension's at all.
No, I mean obviously it's a bit stiffer now because we've got the PASM on.
I think this is where the GTS wins over the GT4, because if you're going to just have one two-seater sports car for everyday use, I think the GTS kind of makes a bit more sense, more for me, over a GT4, because it just rides that bit harder. And I think just having that every day could possibly be tiring. I never noticed that it actually illuminates Sport Plus within the steering wheel itself.
Yeah, it took me a little while to actually realise that. Maybe because I'm looking at the road.
I can actually see it's got launch control on the other side.
Yeah, never used that.
How responsive is it when you put your foot down? Like, how quickly does it drop down a gear? That's brilliant. I mean, yeah, I couldn't shift quicker than that. And it's smooth as well, because the computer's looking after it. So we're on our way to Porsche Hatfield. We'll see what cars they've got on display there. We're just going to get a few bits and pieces, and they might even give us a coffee. We might have a coffee there, see how it goes. And enjoying life and cars to the max. Right, get ready for the tunnel. Met someone in Porsche Hatfield who said, "Oh, Max, is that you?" I said, "Yeah, it's me." That's the very first time I've seen the 718 Spider in crayon. Love the lines from the back. Not quite sure if the UK's got the right weather for a Spider, but it looked great. I've heard that the exhaust sounds different in the 718 Spider versus the 718 GT4. I haven't heard a Spider. That's something we'll need to find out at some point. Enjoying life and cars to the max, and yeah, take it easy.